What's going on, guys? My name is Wolf Sickness, and today I will be teaching you how to make thumbnails in Photoshop for absolutely free. These are going to be very eye-catching. I do this for every single thumbnail I make, so yeah, let's get straight into it. So first of all, you are going to have to press new, and then it will load up with this. So I have a custom one, so it's 1920 by 1080. So right up there, type in 1920 by 1080. And then go to the advanced options, scroll all the way back up where it says background content, press transparent just down there, and then press create. Now this will be created. Okay, so before you actually do anything, you are going to have to load up your Google. So you're going to have to load up Google, and then I am going to type in Overwatch map background HD, just to make this HD, just so you know everything's good. So let's have a look for a background. So I am going to use... Okay, this looks like a nice wallpaper. Right, I am going to use this map. So you have to click on it. Make sure that the loading bar has done. Copy image. You can now close that down. And then the image is on the screen. Just all I did right there was Control and V on the screen there. Or if you're a Mac user, it is Command V. Okay, so once this has actually opened, all you have to do is Control and M on your keyboard. So this is the curve. So at the bottom around this bit, you're going to want to bring it down a little bit. And right at the top, you're going to have to bring it up a little bit. And then press OK. As you can see, the photo looks a lot better compared to the original. That's original. That's the new one. So next, you're going to have to press the new layer tab by just pressing that. New layer has done. Now you have to go to your brush tool, what is right there. There it is. And make sure it is white. So press that, go to white, press OK. Okay, so once you have that on, all you have to do is go to the top. Make sure the size is 800. And make sure the hardness is 0. Otherwise this will not work. So go to right top of the page. And then click. So as you can see, there's a little brightness kind of thing, like it looks like a sun kind of thing. If you take it off, that looks a whole lot better. So now I have done that, what I'm going to do is rename this to light. So there we go, light, there we go. So now I'm going to create another layer and then drag it down beneath the light. So now once you have made a new layer, now you're going to change the color to black just there. And then you have to, right, I'm going to scroll out for this. So basically you have to go down there. So it's just like this, guys, just like this. And then do the bottom as well, just like this. And then do that again there. If you don't really like what you've done and it's too dark, all you have to do is right click blending options and then change the opacity right down here. So I'm going to change it to 50% so it looks good. Right, here's the difference. It looks better, doesn't it? Okay, so now is the time to add some text. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is create a new layer. So there we go. Make sure all of your layers are beneath the light, otherwise the light will not show. Okay, so now press the text icon just down there and make sure it's the font that you actually do want. I always use Big Noodle titling for my thumbnails. I downloaded this font via dafont.com. It's a very good place to download any fonts. Okay, so for a font, I am going to change the color just to white. So as up there, you go boom, and then press OK. So you're going to have to click, and then you can type whatever you want. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to type in tutorial, as you see there. And then once you have done that, press the check mark. And then you're going to have to press Control T, and you can make it as big as you want, as small as you want. But I am going to make it around this size. I think it looks a good size. Make sure it's in the middle, so when you go on Photoshop, it like pins. So do you see that little purple line? That has pinned. And make sure it's in the middle like that, and I'll press OK. Okay, so as you can see, this font is actually like a little bit slanted. The way that you can do that is highlight all of it, and then right on the side over there, it says character. Press character, and then it says italicized. I can't say it. Yeah. I basically there forks italics. Look at the difference if you change it. Like so yeah, basically that's the default, and then highlight all of it and then press that, then it will look like that. It looks a whole lot better with this font. Okay, so once you have made that, all you have to do is press Control and J, and now as you can see right down there it says tutorial copy. Okay, so now what you're going to do is hold down shift and basically just drag down to about there. So now what you're going to have to do is highlight both of them, so as you can see there. Now press Ctrl and T, hold down your shift button and drag it right into the middle just there. So now you're going to have to deselect these and then go to the bottom one, so the tutorial one, and then I'm going to press the text icon and change this text to YouTube. So now press the check mark above there just to like confirm it. So now what you're going to have to do is Control and T and then press Alt and Shift at the same time and then drag it to make it a little bit smaller. Once you have done that, press the tick at the top, or you can press enter just like this. Yes. So what I'm going to do next is not a big necessity for everybody, but if you do it, personally, I think it makes the actual thumbnail pop and look good. So firstly, what you're going to have to do is create another layer just down there and put it underneath YouTube. So now what you have to do is go down to the tool right down there, the shape tool, and make sure it's rectangle. If you don't know how to get that little menu up, all you have to do, I didn't mean to press that, is the right button, and yeah, basically right click button, and then that will come up. So basically what you're going to have to do is just drag out a little rectangle on the text to actually surround it, if you get what I mean. So even though it's white, all you have to do is go onto the rectangle one, right click, rasterize layer, and then right click on it again, blending options, then go to color overlay, and then go to the red. Okay, so now you have got to hold down Control, press on the YouTube thumbnail, and then as you can see that is now selected. Now go on to the move tool, and as you can see there's different things at the top right down there. So press that one, and that will center the actual rectangle to fit in with the text. So now what you guys have to do is press Control and press the YouTube so it actually does select it again. Now go to YouTube and rasterize this layer and then press delete, as you can see there. As you can see, this is nowhere near done, because if you saw that as a thumbnail, you would not be able to read that. So I do not want this actually to be red, so all you have to do is go back to the rectangle, right click, blending options, go back to your color overlay, take that off, and then go to gradient overlay. And I've actually made one myself, it's called silver. If you just scroll down there, boom, you can take down the things here, so black, then I made a silver out of that, then I'm going to press OK. Okay, so now if you do want to change your color, what you have to do is right click, blending options, go to your gradient overlay, and I have chosen this color, as it does look very, very good. Press OK on it. It should be right on there on the preset. Press OK, put up opacity, and there you go. So once you have done that, I am going to add on one more effect called inner glow. So you're going to have to change the blend mode to overlay. Mine's already on it, but yeah, press the overlay option. So as you can see, it makes like a little box around the edge, and it does look very, very nice when you see it as a thumbnail, just like that. So now you have to do is go to rectangle, right click, and press rasterize layer style. Basically what rasterizing does is put all of the effects into one thing, so it's not all like... Basically, Photoshop allows you to edit it. So yeah, this is the actual rectangle right here. You can move it anywhere, but I'm going to move it back. So now it is time to edit the tutorial text. I'm not actually going to do a lot for this, because tutorial text, you don't really need a lot to do this. So what I'm going to do is right click on it, blending options, go to your gradient overlay, and then make sure it is to the silver one. So I made this one earlier. I'm not even too sure if it looks good or not, but I like it. I like it a lot. But if you do want to create it, there it is. So, okay, I messed it up. If you do want to create it, all you have to do, that's the silver that I use. That's the white, and then yeah, those are what I use. So once you have done that, press OK. You can change the opacity to whatever you want, but I normally do have it on about 24, as that does look very, very good. And now press OK. So we are nearly done, as the text is actually one of the most important things about thumbnails, because if you saw that thumbnail, you might have clicked it, but not right now, because we are making it to look very, very good. See, lots of time and effort goes into thumbnails, because thumbnails are a very important way to grow on your YouTube channel. If you saw it as a thumbnail is about that big on YouTube, that wouldn't really stand out, would it? So we're going to make it stand out. Okay, so now we're going to have to put these two together. So click your tutorial, click your rectangle, and then we are going to have to go to merge layers right there. Then it puts into one, and then as you can see, it is, okay, no. As you can see, now it is one. We don't have a tutorial thing, and you can move it around wherever you want. It is one. So if you do actually want to make your actual rectangle in the middle, all you have to do is make sure you are on to the tool right at the top, that tool there, and then press this button right there. As you can see, boom, now that is centered. Okay, so now we have done that, all you got to do is go to a rectangle, right click, blending options, and add a drop shadow. As you can see right there, copy all these settings what I got. So opacity 75, distance 25, spread 0, size 76. Phone, shut up. Once you have done that, press OK. And now rasterize your layer type, and then we're gonna do that again. So drop shadow, there you go, press OK again. Now again, right click, and then where is it? Rasterize layer type, and then go right click, blending options, drop shadow, press OK again. Now you gotta rasterize this again, so rasterize layer type. So as you can see from there, that is a real good drop shadow. As you can see, if we zoom out, that is very eye-catching. Like, honestly, that is very good. So now I'm gonna add one more thing to a background. So click your layer 1 and then add a new layer so it actually goes on top of there. That's a fun fact for Adobe Photoshop. So if you want, like, pretend if I want a new layer above the YouTube, click your layer on the YouTube, boom, your layer's there. Okay, so this time we're gonna be adding a bit of blue. So make sure it is selected as blue, so we're gonna do that blue. If you wanna actually have a code for it, so 00AEFF. So okay, so now make sure your hardness is on 0 and cover the whole bit just like that. Honestly, even without like that does look like really good, but we're gonna make it look cool, guys. Okay, so once you have done that, all you have to do is press right click, blending options, and then make sure the blend mode is on overlay. Change the opacity to about 30 as you go there, press OK, and then this is the difference. So as you can see, it's a little bit more eye-catching. Like, look, if we go out a little bit, and then we go boom, boom, boom. What one would you prefer to click? That one or that one? So up to you. Thumbnails are a crate of imagination, and this is what I'm creating today. Now we're going to go back to our first background, so layer 1, and now press Ctrl and U. Now we're going to have to create the saturation to -10. Press OK. There we go. So yeah, that's the thumbnail so far, but one more step, guys. So now one more thing that we're going to be adding is a border. So we're going to make a new freaking layer. Make sure it is below the blue one. So click there, new layer, there we go. Now you're going to have to go into your gradient and literally go across there. Make sure it's a straight line. Boom. Now once you have done that, go to blending options on the layer. Change the fill opacity to 0, as you see there. Now you're going to go to your outer glow. Change the size to about 122. That's what I use. And now go to drop shadow and use those settings there. So 25, 0, 76, multiply, and 75. Now you got to press OK. And now press Ctrl and C, as you can see there. Now this is where you gotta be cool, right? So basically you have to just go like a couple of pixels, hardly nothing at all. But this does add to the actual thumbnail. So as you can see there, what we are doing right now. So a couple more. I'm normally doing that about 3 spaces. And then there we go. There's 3 spaces. That might have been 4. Doesn't entirely matter if you're like 1 pixel out. And then press OK. One extra overlay that we can actually do is inner glow. So right click, blending options, and then we're going to go to inner glow. Make sure that bit's an overlay, and I put this as a white one. I'm not too sure what one it was. You can literally do any one you want as long as it's not like something like that. So yeah, I'm going to put it to silver. Press OK. So yeah, that's everything of this tutorial. I really do like making these tutorials, like honestly. Like, making these thumbnails are so fun. Like, look, that is eye-catching. You can see it from back there. But yeah, we're now going to zoom into a thumbnail. Thank you, everybody, for watching. My name has been Wolf Sickness. We have been totally recording for a total of 35 minutes. So I'm sorry for a long video, but I just wanted to actually get my thoughts out here about how to make professional-looking thumbnails. So yes, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, honestly, for the support recently and growing my channel. Thank you, honestly. It means a lot to me. Subscribe if you're new around here. There's going to be a lot of new people in this video, as I know lots of people want to know how to make thumbnails. Turn on my notifications, hashtag notification squad. Like the video. Comment down below if you actually did follow through all this video. And see ya later. Thank you for watching.